Yo, what's up? Welcome back to Alpha Central, I'm your host Jack, and today we're taking a look at woke people continuing to get destroyed and meltdown more than ever before. But let's jump right in, right after you subscribe, of course.
Disclaimer, this video was made for strictly comedic/artistic purposes. No offense is intended towards any individual featured in this video.
Is that fair?
Yes.
So the other women against the man were born with less bone density, lower testosterone levels. What are they supposed to do to make it even?
I would not know on that specific situation.
So there's nothing they can do because men have more testosterone, muscle mass, and bone density. So wouldn't that be cheating?
I feel like I'm being pulled into a trap.
If your whole stance can't survive a single follow-up question and just a little bit of logic, then maybe your stance sucks.
Victim groups like these people. No, you're so oppressed, my dears. I know. Life is so hard for you. You have to live in the richest, most equitable, most just country in the history of the world. You have to get a college education. You have to voluntarily go to lectures. It's so awful. I can't imagine that, the people who are in war-torn nations, they must truly pity you. Goodbye then.
I'm not 100% on this one, but I think he was being sarcastic.
Once again.
She says she's Christian. He says she's the person says it's Christian.
It's righteous. He does not accept.
He's touching me! He hit me! He hit me! He hit me! He's escaping. Put your hands on that again. Listen to me.
Just another degenerate thinking people who think differently should be assaulted. Straight to jail with that one.
You're gonna give me my money back.
Excuse me, sir. There's a young man in here. And you're watching
Excuse me, it's ma'am. It is ma'am.
I can call the police if you'd like me to. You need to settle down.
You need to settle down and mind your business, okay?
Both of you guys?
Ma'am. Once again, ma'am.
I said both of you.
No, you said sir. Once again, it's ma'am.
I actually said both of you guys. It was a general.
Right beforehand, you said sir.
Sir? Okay.
Mother, take it outside. If you want to call me sir again, I will show you sir.
I apologize.
Mother.
I apologize now.
I need your corporate number because I'm going to call them and talk about how it's misgendered several times in this store.
I apologize for that.
I need your corporate number now.
I can get it before you do it like that's not a problem.
Get it for me now.
I'm going to ask you to calm down and stop cussing.
Give me your
Stop
corporate
hitting
number.
extra improper.
Well, I'm going to ask you for the 5th time to stop calling me a man because quite clearly I am not.
And I apologize. I'm sorry for that, ma'am. I will get you that number. Is that okay?
Yes, get it for me now.
I'm asking you to stop
Get it
cussing.
for me now. I'm not cussing.
That was wild. One accidental sir and it turned into WrestleMania.
What threat to your community does Donald Trump pose?
Anti-trans, anti-LGBTQ, actually trying to reverse rights for women. And
What rights for women?
the right to control their body.
Because how would you define a woman?
I would define a woman as anyone who says that they're a woman.
Rights would not really be then women, because if somebody who can't have...
I mean, you can play semantics games on how you want to describe things, but I did say that anyone who has a uterus to be able to, control their body.
So he's not really against women's rights, he's against... Then what's a woman?
I don't want to argue that point with you.
No worries. Take care, good luck, thank you. Well, wasn't that weird?
I'm sorry, but logic and common sense to these people are like sunlight to a vampire.
You can be racist against certain groups. And yes, you might be a sellout. You might be whatever.
Oh my God.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad that I know that if I don't agree with you, I'm a sellout and I'm not good enough for my Latinos, and I'm not good enough for my father, for my grandfather that escaped Cuba. Thank you.
That guy said the quiet part out loud. He's so woke, he looped all the way right back to being racist.
And no, I cannot control my anger, so don't tell me to try and control my anger, because that makes it worse. Away from me. I can't
grown adults shouldn't be throwing tantrums. This person clearly needs professional help.
You guys, I just got my new passport, which you guys probably think I'm crying tears of happiness because my Uber driver stole my brought a bag with my passport in it a month ago. I finally got it after having to go through hell to find all my documents. And after all my psychiatrist appointments, my court documents, waiting years to have my gender changed. When I was working at McDonald's. And now I look hot, but it says male. So not only am I an ugly crier, but I for sure can't go to Dubai where I'll get arrested. It says male.
This video should be shown to anyone who doesn't know the definition of first world problems.
People wonder why we need a union at Starbucks, and I am literally about to quit. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna do it, but like, I really want to. I almost walked out today. And I'm crying in the back room right now, and I almost cried on the floor. It's just, I'm like a full-time student. I get scheduled for 25 hours a week, and then on weekends they schedule me the entire day, open to close. I'm on the schedule for 8.5 hours, both Saturday and Sunday. I'm like 3.5 hours into my shift. There's so many customers, and we have 4 people on the floor all day. Only 5 people were put on the schedule, and somebody had to call out. And there are 4 people running the whole store, and there's so many customers, and there's possibly scheduled 5 people.
Are we really crying over 25 hours a week? It's not like they're working in a coal mine.
The reality of the situation is that trans women, not men, trans women and other trans people are not predators. The statistics show us over and over again that trans women are not predators.
But do you agree that not all cis men are predators?
Yes, of course.
So why don't we let cis men into women's spaces as well?
Again, this is a bad faith argument.
Why? Why can't you answer the question? Why is it a bad faith argument?
Still want to do this? Yeah, I am.
It is interesting how I'm having a perfectly fine debate here, but there's someone else coming around trying to convince them not to speak to me.
I'm done. This is a bad faith argument. You are not actually here to ask good questions. You are here to have bad faith straw man arguments. You're pathetic.
It's not a bad faith argument, it's basic logic, something they all seem to be allergic to.
There are a lot of Latinos here in this country that do agree that the immigration problem is a problem and it does need to be addressed and it does need to be fixed.
Interesting.
But making those comments, those racist comments, do not help.
And if you kick every Latino out of this country, then who is going to be cleaning your toilet, Donald Trump?
Oh, that's no.
In the sense that, you know what I mean? Like, when I'm saying
there's more jobs to be
in LA, they always
but
they
Latinos are not only the only people
I didn't mean
doing
it like that. Come on. No, I would never mean it like that.
These are the people trying to lecture everyone about racism. What an absolute joke.
Told you that I was a woman, what would your response be?
Good for you. Okay, like, yeah.
Nice to meet you. I'd be like, what? Really?
I don't have a problem with it.
I'd ask you how you came to that conclusion.
If I told you that I was Chinese, what would your response be?
I mean, I might be a little surprised, but I would say, good for you. Like, yeah, be who you are.
I would maybe think you had some Chinese ancestor.
I would ask you how you similarly came to that conclusion and why you came to that conclusion.
I would have a lot of questions just because on the outside I would assume that you're a white man.
If I told you I'm 6 feet 5 inches, what would you say?
That I would question.
Why?
Because you're not. No, I don't think you're 6'5".
No, I mean, I wouldn't just go like, oh, you're wrong, like that's wrong to believe in it. Because I mean, again, it doesn't really bother me what you want to think about your height or anything.
So I can be a Chinese woman.
You sure.
But I can't be a 6'5" Chinese woman.
Yes.
if you thoroughly debated me or explained why you felt that you were 6'5", I feel like I would be very open to saying that you were 6'5", or Chinese, or a woman.
Wow, these kids are so open-minded, their brains fell out of their heads.
I have been misgendered 3 times in the past 24 hours at restaurants. Last night, I was at Benihana with my girlfriend, and the server said, "What about you, sir? What would you like to eat?" My girlfriend, God bless her heart, steps in, says, "Actually, that's ma'am." And she looks at my girlfriend and didn't really understand what had happened and said, "No, I'm talking to him," pointing at me. Our jaws were on the floor and we decided to leave because it was just a bad vibe after that. And just a few minutes ago, I was at another restaurant for lunch and they showed me my seat and said, "Here you go, sir." And I said, "I am not a sir." And then I left because I wasn't comfortable anymore. And I went to a new restaurant and I asked, "Before I sit down, where's the bathroom, please?" And they said, "Oh, it's right this way, sir." And I just left because I wasn't comfortable anymore.
So we're getting mad at the staff for having eyeballs now?
I go in today and literally I was getting served from the minute I walked in, and I was like, "Girl." I was like, "What do you mean, baby?" I was like, "It's ma'am. Like, it's ma'am. Please refer me as ma'am. That are my pronouns." This mother had the audacity to be like, "Yes, sir." I was like, I'm like, "Are you dumb?" I was like, "I literally just told you that I go by she, her pronouns. Do not call me sir." And then from there, he's like, "Okay, my bad." And then by the time we're like finished up, he's like, "Okay, brother. Are you serious? Advantage Help is literally the most transphobic place ever. Literally, I literally sent out a complaint, and then all they told me was like, "Oh, well, your name is not legally changed, or you haven't like legally changed your sex yet, so we're just referring you by what we have." And I was like, it doesn't matter if I didn't legally change my sex or legally change my name. Honestly, that place. And if you're in Portland, do not go to that place. That place is literally transphobic as a mother. They don't care about your pronouns at all. So that's it. It's hard being trans. It's hard every goddamn day.
I'm not sure what kind of doctor this person was trying to see, but I'd highly recommend a psychiatrist.
I don't understand what is so hard about correcting other people.
I'm so sorry I fought for gay rights. I'm so sorry for all the pain and suffering I went through, and had I known y'all were going to take it this far, I wish I could go back in time and not fight for gay rights.
It's amazing how fast we went from "I was born this way" to "repeat the right words or you're the enemy."
We are asking you to do your job and protect the most vulnerable among us. We are not statistics. We are human beings. We are daughters. We are sisters. We are created with dignity. We are children of God. We are children of light. History will remember how you protected us.
If these people are all about God, maybe they should respect his work and stop trying to change it.
You want to learn what Jesus said? Okay. Love your neighbor as yourself. Why do you not love trans and queer people as their authentic selves?
Okay.
So why don't you love us as our authentic self?
I don't know if you're looking for answers, so I can't hear one.
Take a couple steps back. You guys can talk about it, but just take a couple steps back and bring it down a couple notches.
I don't think I want to talk to you. I'm not looking for an answer.
Wondering if you had an answer, you don't have one because you don't believe in our true existence. And if you don't believe in the existence of people like Pride, stay the hell away from them. Learn to be ignorant.
Keep walking.
Oh, look at one who's angry, right?
Of course I'm angry, because I can't get health care, I can't get housing, I can't get an interview, let alone a job,
So that's what
because
comes
you're
from.
literally making it illegal for me to exist.
You walk away.
What do you want me to do?
You know, that's a whole lot of toxic masculinity coming from that lady.
I think another one of the reasons that I left the left was because I was tired of being a victim. I was tired of everyone telling me that because I was a woman and because I was bisexual that I was somehow being oppressed by literally everyone and everything all the time. I was also really tired of self-hate and of hating myself because I was born white. And even though I'm not racist, and I know in my heart I'm not racist, I still, even on the left, would have to deal with people saying that I was racist all the time. And I just had to like accept it and just be like, yeah, I know I'm racist. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And it's like, I don't have to apologize for my skin color. Like, I thought we were past that as a world.
Many people leave the left for the same reason. They eventually get tired of apologizing for just existing.
You're gonna put that up and you're gonna let everybody else see it?
Well, everybody
When
loves
you're
it.
confronted by a trans woman, you're gonna hide it?
Everybody loves it.
No,
They
I don't
take
think so.
pictures of it. They post it. 9 out of 10 customers love it.
Yeah, you know what? It's
No, what you're spouting is...
no, it's not.
It
Trans
is-
women are women, sir. That sign is...
I'll tell you what. Just check it out. It ain't...
I'm telling you right now, as a trans women are women. Your
Well,
sign
I'm
is
telling you,
bullshit.
as a man, that's... You are...
Let's wait till
You
to the
are
truth,
not.
sir.
You're not a woman. You don't look like a woman. You don't act like a woman.
Really?
You're in the head. What's wrong with you?
Apparently this was the sign that caused all the drama. What do you guys think?
Recently in Texas, there was a boy who won the girls wrestling state championship. Do you think that he should have been allowed to compete in that division?
I think that a man taking down a woman on a map should warrant a call to the police. If they want to have their own division, go for it. But what is unacceptable is that we have these divisions. This is for women, this is for men, and you have people that are allowing men to compete in these women's divisions and to obviously dominate. Riley Gaines, who has spoken about how she competed against Leah Thomas and it was not fair. Leah Thomas suddenly switching your gender, competing against women is not fair. I am open to Leah Thomas.
Say it's not fair.
Don't ask me a question and then cut me off when I give you the answer. It's just obnoxious.
This isn't about feelings, it's about safety. Men versus women in contact sports shouldn't even be a question.
I think the problem arises when we have females that don't want to play sports against males, and after their objection, the males are still put on the team anyway.
We're not men. We're not males.
You guys separate sex and gender, don't you?
Yes, of course.
So then you'd have to acknowledge that you're male. And
No,
then
I will never acknowledge that. Never put those words in my mouth.
male. Why?
Never put it in my mouth.
Well, I'm not putting it. I'm putting it in my mouth.
Take it out.
Just remember.
I
you're
am
being
not
recorded, you're
male.
Being, yeah, you're being
I
recorded.
am not. I don't give a. I am not male. I am a woman.
What? Can I ask you what makes you a woman?
My mind. Even implying that I'm male is an insult, and it spits in my face and that of every other trans person in this place.
I think he's being kind of aggressive, actually.
She!
You can leave.
Get the f out of my face!
Okay, turn that off.
Leave!
Have a good time.
Stop!
I just want you to understand how calm I've been this entire time and how terrible your husband is here.
I am her wife, you worthless shrew! Get out of my face!
There's a whole lot of testosterone in this clip, isn't there?
I didn't know they allowed ladders in padded rooms. Be so for real. Like, this is actually crazy. You're sitting there, hitting your head, pulling your hair because someone misgendered you. We have completely lost the plot countless times over. What? Like, now you're taking unpaid time at work. Like, just get in there, be mature, and do the job. Regardless, someone misgendered you. Okay, boo-hoo, cry about it. Stop letting it affect you so deeply that you need to go take an unpaid break, hitting yourself in the head in the back room. I can see that there is clearly a couple screws that are loose or missing.
How about we don't normalize taking a break in the middle of work to cry on TikTok for attention?
It's a list of things that are too woke for me as a gay guy who's not woke when it comes to the whole he, she, we, they, them, zero, vegan, vegetarian, non-binary, working at Starbucks with a septum piercing, a bobble haircut, a monster canine drug addiction, and one-handed search in the other alphabet mafia circus community. People wearing dog masks and puppy masks. What the f***? Saying there are infinite genders. No, there's not. 2, male, female. I'll call you a they, them. I will respect that you feel like you're in the middle 100%. You feel like you're in the middle, but physically you're not. I can feel like Jesus, but I'm not Jesus. I'll call you a they, them, but Z-zer, Z-zer. I need a Xanax.
You know the situation's bad when even people on the inside are saying it's gotten weird.
So my interview for Starbucks was at 2 o'clock. It is now 2:03, and I'm back in the car. Starbucks has a corporate policy where you can't have face tattoos. Not even if I wore makeup. I asked them about that. I feel a little defeated, I gotta be honest with you. It's been 5 months since I worked, and I've been going on interviews, and I have been applying to everything.
There's a reason face tats are sometimes referred to as job stoppers. What did he think was gonna happen?
You know what's funny is white liberals are the ones that gave the definition of woke to whites on the right. So they don't, no white people really understand, it seems, what that word really meant when they took it from black people. So people on the right just think it means an insufferable, self-involved liberal. And they're not wrong if they're talking about a white person. Right. Running around crying about their pronouns is like the sun is like lighting the planet on fire. See, look how scared you are about pronouns. It's unbelievable.
Everyone thought it was funny. They were just afraid they'd get canceled if they laughed.
I'm an African American.
So then I'm not an African American. Well, I'm not an African American. I'm not.
Do not put words.
See, I'm not an African American. I'm an American. Okay? And I've never been to Africa. I've never been to Africa.
You are African American. Don't try to deny
No.
I'm
not an African American. I'm American. I've never been to Africa. I've traced my ancestry for 8 generations, and we still did not get to Africa in 8 generations.
That's a damn lie, Uncle Tom. Relax. Hold on.
These people are all about identity, unless it's not the one they want you to have.
You've referred to people with a capacity for pregnancy. Would that be women?
Many women, cis women, have the capacity for pregnancy. Many cis women do not have the capacity for pregnancy. There are also trans men who are capable of pregnancy, as well as non-binary people who are capable of pregnancy.
So this isn't really a women's rights issue.
We can recognize that this impacts women while also recognizing that it impacts other groups. Those things are not mutually exclusive.
Your view is that the core of this right then is about what?
I want to recognize that your line of questioning is transphobic. And it opens up trans people to violence by not recognizing them.
Wow, you're saying that I'm opening up people to violence by asking whether or not women are the folks who can have pregnancies?
There's honestly no point arguing with these people. This woman is a certified nutbag.
You know what? Shame on you.
Shame on me for doing this?
Yes. No child is losing their innocence because they are comfortable in their own body.
Drag queen story time is grooming children.
No. Oh, God.
Drag queen story time is the grooming of the next generation.
How is she not the villain here? She's cackling like a witch.
I am starting a new job on Monday, and it's a teaching job. So the kids are going to call me either Mr. or Mrs. Jamie. It depends on what I want, but I, as a non-binary being, I don't know what to pick. I feel like Mrs. would be easier for the kids, but Mr. makes me feel better, but I also kind of want to try mix, so I don't know if the kids can do that. I don't. And then what do they do when they ask me if I'm a boy or a girl? I'm not. I don't know. It's young kids. My class is gonna be 4-year-olds.
Yeah. Forget all that. They don't need to call you Mr., Mrs., non-binary. How about they call you unemployed? You need to keep that ideology away from our children. We need to bring back common sense to America.
This might be one of the best ads for homeschooling I've ever seen.
What is a woman?
Can you tell me what a woman is? Because clearly you're really confused, and that's okay. It's okay to be confused.
Well, I'm confused, that's why I'm asking.
Okay.
So if you were to define it, what would it?
I'm really sorry for the loss of your brain cells.
You can't even define what a woman is, and you're saying I've lost brain cells?
Can you believe this person's vote is just as valuable as yours?
No,
you don't say that.
I do say that.
No, you don't.
He was born a man, he's a man.
Shut the up.
Hey,
chill. Then get the out of here. You're just trying to be
fucking public property.
Shut the
I'm gonna keep telling the truth. That isn't born.
Yo,
chill. That's fine. She's a girl. I'm not. Her hit won't hurt anyway. But that's a born man. He's born.
Shut up! Get out!
Repent.
Go!
Down, demon.
Go!
In Jesus' name. In
Go!
Jesus' name, silence.
Get out!
Silence. No, I go here. I'm not leaving. Call campus security if you'd like.
I will actually.
Yeah, call him, yeah. Go for it. We got it all on camera too. That's a born male. You're a born.
Shut up!
What's a woman?
There's no such thing.
Okay, what portal did we just accidentally slip into, and when did this happen? Women don't exist? So what about my wife I've been with for about the past 20 years, or maybe my mom? What is she?
The truth stings, and when you hit them with it, they crash out like this. You guys have made it to the end of the video. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more videos just like this. And remember, according to YouTube, the best way to help the channel in the algorithm is to watch one of my videos right after this video. So if you like this video, you might as well watch another one. Till next time.